Michael, so in your experience, what are some of the common challenges that arise during the initial collaboration between educators and instructional designers, and how might you have overcome them?
Yeah. I would say one would be a resistance to change, not from all teachers. Teachers like yourself come in, they're ready to experiment and change and redesign, but a lot of faculty aren't. They would rather you come up with something that's very, very, very comfortable for them, because they're resistant to too much change. So you, as an instructional designer, you have to find that right balance of just enough change that that faculty could handle and is comfortable with, and then you could get more complex as you go or add new things down the road. But you have to find where that teacher is comfortable at that point and work from there. Not where you what not where you are, but where the teacher is, because it's their course and they have to administer it, they have to run it, they have to handle everything about it. So you have to make sure that the teacher is comfortable. You also, I always feel like you also want to set up a situation where you're building together, you're redesigning, you're building, but if the teacher wants to make a change at 11:30 at night at home, they should be able to. This shouldn't be something that, oh, I have to get with the instructional designer if I want to make changes. It should be easy enough to where the instructor could make their own changes as they see fit. It's a harder way to design, but it's a better way to design because they're not relying on you, and you're empowering them to take more control of the course that you're designing together.
Mhm.
Technical expertise, again, as an instructional designer, you may have a lot of technical expertise, but be careful, don't come in heavy with your frameworks and your programming experience and your theories. That's all awesome. We need it, they need it, but you have to also remember that they're expert in something else. And you bridge the gap of technology, but there's other faculty that are English professors and history professors who want to tap into a new redesign, but they're not that technically savvy. Some are, some aren't, and you have to figure out the technical expertise of a faculty and work with them at their level. And communication, of course. I think the biggest thing you don't want to do is get faculty up on their heels in terms of trying to control the redesign or trying to put too much in or not taking good feedback. I mean, it's really, again, their course, and you have to be able to communicate that you're trying to help them. You will do what's necessary to make it a better course. And, I just think good communication skills. Some faculty could be a bit territorial with their courses, and I don't blame them. I'm a teacher too.
Mhm.
I like to control my course, how it's built, how it
Mhm.
functions. You, so I know that other faculty would feel that way too. And you
Mhm.
have to be able to talk and communicate about what's my job, what's your job, what would you like me to do, what can I do for you, how can you help me? And you were great at that too. I mean,
Mhm.
things that I would ask of you to do in terms of preparing different things and getting the assessments ready and getting the surveys together, all the things that were on your plate, you handled very well, and I did my part. So I think a lot of that was communication, good communication between us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think, sorry
No,
to
please,
interrupt.
please.
I think that it's really interesting to hear this side of it from what you're sharing. But ultimately, like what an incredible resource for faculty to have access to experts like yourself to really design and enable and support, what we're doing in the classroom. And I know I really appreciated and valued that when I first started. So it's really nice to hear about some of the best practices as well, and hopefully this field will continue to grow.
Yeah, thank you very much
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
And I really think that we're just scratching the surface with things like blended learning.
yeah.
Where Zoom itself has come in just a few years, the video technology, the recording technology, we're getting to a point where we could now create blended environments that literally can transcend time and place.
Mhm.
Like it's really now a matter of deciding what should we do in the classroom and what should we do outside the classroom. We really have so much freedom to separate those based on what's best
Mhm.
done in the classroom and what then could be done asynchronously around that experience. We're so farther along that I'm still such a big proponent of it because I see we're just tapping the we're just getting into it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
um I'm really happy, and I'm seeing that the future of blended learning is something I can't even yet. It's going to be past what I could even think it is because there's so many different variables that we could play with. And I'm just looking forward to it. So looking forward
Yeah.
to working with a lot more people like yourself. So
Thanks. Yeah, and I think with this movement towards Zoom, like through COVID, we were forced to go there, but it really has helped us reflect on what are we doing in the classroom, like you said, versus outside, and being really deliberate about the time that we have together versus which could be done asynchronously. It's really an important for consideration for us as faculty to think about.
yeah, I don't think I would have even had the a podcast ability in 2016, 2018. I mean, we had things, but the idea of doing it like this so easily,
Yeah.
putting a podcast together is
Yeah.
fairly new. And what else is down the road? So I'm looking forward to it. So
Yeah.
um,
As we were talking here, I'm wondering, I think I know I published the work. Were you an author on that? I'm trying to remember.
I was,
Yeah, so that'd be cool to link that
I will.
there,
Thanks.
yeah, that was all, yeah, 2016. So yeah, I think we got together 2014, 2015. So it'll be good to link that to this. Yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.